Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At their own 21-yard line. Herbert going to go to the air right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, LA! Darius Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. White running to the left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. At their own 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure.
And oh, he spins past him and into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The Chargers at 4-6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start this...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Las Vegas first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Open man right side is Tony. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level.
That's a great alternative there to the old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Instead, let your quarterback take it in the shotgun and essentially choose his own path. He scans the situation, makes the right read, and takes it into the end zone on the QB draw.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they had earlier this year. What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Herbert. Finds Johnston.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to throw here. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. These two teams all tied after 1. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he coughed it up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Now Herbert following the turnover. And that's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
They'll swing this out to Tony. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Now they'll change things up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of play.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Darius Davis
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chargers have retaken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard. So good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now back to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Herbert. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He gets it to Johnston. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Here's Herbert. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Brock Bowers has
as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out.
And Herbert, his third interception. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
That's complete to Wayne. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
They'll set up to throw. Touchdown Raiders. Was shot right in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The final shot before break. Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Going for Dobbins on the crossing route. He's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Raiders.
Back to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though.
kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now it's Herbert. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
It's a gain of 6. And the Raiders first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Adams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Second and 4. Short throw caught by Bowers. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, this from 30. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Kappa. 59.
Herbert. He's got another one to Johnston. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 46-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36.
It's a gain of 18. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Herbert now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
That's up first down and goal at the 1-yard line.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Now they'll change things around before the snap. White is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now Herbert following the turnover. This one caught by Davis. He's up to the 20. Now he's into the clear again. Now look out. To the 20. Touchdown, LA. Darius Davis. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the hands
defense team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
2 yards to go, second down.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2, eluding the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Pass to Bowers once again.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Catholic. Set. 59. 21. Set.
Herbert.
The 1st down pass. Next, Crosby on the tackle.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Herbert to throw.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Herbert gonna throw. And that's complete to Davis. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week as that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over first down and goal to go at the 2-yard line.
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.